Bogotá, Colombia. Esto es KSIB News. Bienvenidos a nuestra emisión número 12, del 26 de noviembre de 2021. Estos son nuestros titulares. Primero, reflexión de la semana. Segundo, nota inicial del tutor de año 5. Tercero, mesas redondas del bachillerato internacional. Cuarto, escuela de padres sobre el manejo del estrés y preocupación familiar. Quinto, taller sobre la vía para el uso de la tecnología en la primera infancia.
Reflexión de la semana. No encuentres la falta, encuentra el remedio. Si no formas parte de la solución, pasas a formar parte del problema. Ambas frases no nos quieren decir que no debemos buscar el origen del problema, pues es necesario hacerlo. Pero en lugar de quedarnos lamentando la falta de manera eterna, debemos solucionar lo antes posible lo que ha ocurrido mal. Esta es la clave para mejorar.
Dear KSI community, we would like to start this episode of KSIB News by thanking you for your participation in our Gratitude Day. With your help, we were able to organize very special presents for the people who work hard every day and make sure that KSI continues being a wonderful place to learn.
Our December value of the month is being caring.
Being caring means showing empathy, compassion, respect towards others, their needs and feelings. We talk about this in class.
You can also practice being caring outside of school.
How I can show someone that I care.
For example, you can participate in a charity event, help at an animal shelter, or simply spend time with your family and make them feel loved.
Oh, I got it! You know that I just realized? Christmas is a perfect time to practice this value. You are right! Christmas is all about caring and giving. During Christmas, we have a lot of opportunities to share and be grateful for the people and things that we have in our lives.
I could not agree more with you. It is definitely the most wonderful time of the year. Ho ho!
Merry Christmas
to everyone!
Hi, I'm today with Mauricio Vega and Mike McKenna, and we're going to talk about the roundtables that were organized here. Hi Mauricio, hi Mike, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Good, thank you.
Okay, so we could start talking about what did you do in the art roundtable, how it was organized, what did you do?
All right, the art roundtable took place on the 4th of November. We had around 14 schools that attended to the roundtable, and 7 of them came here presentially. The other 7 were virtual, and we had schools from other parts of the country like Barranquilla and Medellin. And the idea is based on sharing our knowledge or our experiences with a diploma course.
Okay, how about English roundtable?
So we had 23 teachers from 13 schools talking about the IB Diploma English Language and Literature course. And we discussed in small groups topics like course design and text choice, teaching students to analyze text, and teaching and marking the course assessments that we submit to the IB.
Okay. What do you guys think you learned from this experience, Mauricio?
Well, I learned a lot. There's a bunch of different teachers that have a lot of experience, and I learned how they started the course, how they take the concept that we were studying, which was the deconstruction, which is a concept of a philosopher called Jacques Derrida. So the idea is how you can turn this very heavy and academic concepts into something experiential and easy for you guys to learn. How can it be dynamic, and how can we think that you guys can use this in your art projects, and a bunch of different perspectives of how they take this into account in different schools and different methodologies, and yeah, I learned a lot.
Okay, how about you, Mike?
I learned a lot about what other teachers do to teach this course. This is a new curriculum. The first exams were only last May, and the course itself is very flexible and open to interpretation. You can teach the course in lots of different ways, so I really found it valuable to hear from other teachers how they plan and teach the course.
Okay, great. Do you think you would do this experience again, or do it differently? What would you do different, or what would you do the same, Mauricio?
I totally would do it again. Definitely is way better when people is presential, especially in arts, where you have the advantage of going to the workshop and make these experiences real, like out of the theoretical world, and and also where adults can also play a little bit and play the roles as students and have an experience like you guys have, instead of theorizing everything in the board. So yes, I'll do it again, hopefully with everybody presentially. This was a very fun experience, and it actually was a very big success. I had very good feedback from all the rest of the teachers, and also the other community members of the IB that weren't able to attend were also very interested in what went on, and it all was shared in the different social media that we have in teachers.
Okay. And you, Mike, would you?
Yes, I would definitely do it again. I think, like Mauricio said, it would be better to have teachers here in person. I think there's something about in-person interaction that makes for better discussion. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing again. It was a very enriching experience.
And lastly, what do you think are the differences from doing this with teachers rather than with diploma students?
Well, definitely teachers are taking this experience not as a learning, the learning experience is way different, because we're learning about pedagogy. Yeah. So we're not learning the concepts itself like your guys are. So we're basically having this experience to have different perspectives of how to approach learning. So with you guys, it was very fun, because it was an opportunity for us to play a little bit and get dirty, which had not happened in a long time with the pandemics and all. But with the students is way more naive, but it lets you take different paths according to your response. So it's different, but they're both very how do you say that? You learn from both in different ways.
Yeah. How about you?
I think that the way that I organized the roundtable and the way I organized the class, there are similarities with students and with teachers. I had to consider how to make the roundtable or a class, how to make it suit their needs. Obviously teachers are experts and students are still learning about the course and about language and literature, but even among teachers there are varying levels of expertise, varying levels of experience. So I wanted to make sure that the more experienced teachers would get something out of it the same as the more beginner teachers would. The same way I would do in a class with students who are analyzing texts at a higher level and students who are still kind of need more support analyzing texts.
Okay, great. Thank you then.
Right.
That's it.
Thank you, Sarah. It was a
Sarah.
pleasure.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Buen día para todos. Hoy quiero contarles sobre la experiencia que tuvimos el pasado 18 de noviembre en nuestro encuentro quincenal de las escuelas de padres. Trabajamos con la comunidad de padres y profesores del colegio acerca del tema de cómo manejar el estrés y la preocupación tanto en nuestros estudiantes como en las familias en esta época de entrega de notas y de resultados académicos. Reflexionamos sobre conceptos como el éxito, la importancia del error para el aprendizaje y la idea de fracaso y cómo esta idea puede afectar nuestra relación con el disfrute de aprender. Se dieron muchos consejos para las familias para manejar esta difícil época, ¿no?, de entrega de notas que tantas preocupaciones mueve tanto en padres como estudiantes. Dimos además muchos consejos y escuchamos a los padres que se conectaron a participar para dialogar con ellos acerca de cómo sacar lo mejor de nuestros estudiantes en esta época tan tensionante. Los esperamos en los siguientes encuentros para que podamos continuar trabajando temas que son muy importantes para el trabajo con nuestros estudiantes y con sus hijos.
Hola, el día de ayer 25 de noviembre tuvimos nuestro taller Guía para el uso de la tecnología en la primera infancia. Estuvimos muy contentos con la participación ya que contamos con un gran número de asistentes.
En el taller abordamos principalmente dos temas. En primer lugar, dimos a conocer el uso de la tecnología que damos en el colegio, enseñándoles a los estudiantes a desarrollar habilidades de programación que van a ser muy útiles en su futuro académico y profesional, con los altos estándares del Bachillerato Internacional, certificación con la que cuenta el colegio KSIB. En segundo lugar, extendimos algunas invitaciones a los padres para continuar usando saludablemente la tecnología en el hogar de un modo que sea educativo y formativo para ellos, al mismo tiempo que sea entretenido y les permita diseñar el futuro en el que van a vivir.
Muchas gracias por participar y los esperamos en futuras conferencias.